All right. So we're going to start by everybody logging into Command, and I'm going to share my screen. You're going to want to take notes or do this at the same time so that you can have a Facebook lead campaign, or smart plan, not a campaign, sorry, Facebook campaign lead smart plan in place. I've got full details of what to type in to each of the pieces of the campaign or the smart plan, and I got those from Nick Baldwin, and so I'm excited to share those with you guys. So the first thing you want to do is go to Smart Plans, and Smart Plans is a little piece of paper with the little gear. And then the next thing, I think I need to delete one of mine because I created one. There we go. Delete. Yes. Okay. So the very first thing that you're going to do is you're going to go over and hit create. And then we're going to name it. And I'm going to name mine Facebook Lead Smart Plan. So that way I know that this one goes on Smart Plan or leads that come in from Facebook. And then hit apply.
Hey, Tanya, sorry, it's Melanie.
Yep.
Hi. Should I do, I don't have a lead, but can I do this and then delete it at the end to just keep it? Sorry, I just don't want to mess anything up.
Yeah, actually, Melanie, you should keep it, and that way you have it. If any agents reach out to you, then you can just show them and step through it, and you won't have to worry about where to come up with that information again.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. I just didn't know if it would screw anything up if I didn't actually have a thing.
Not at all.
Thank you.
You can have as many smart plans that you want in here, and they're not going to go anywhere or do anything until you sign a contact up on it.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
So everyone can play around, create, see. Alex, this will be really great for all those ones that you do.
What are we building?
A drip campaign.
Yeah, but for a purpose, is it going to be 33 touch or 8x8 or what are we?
There is going to be approximately 8 different messages that are going to go out. Now, this would be if you have, there's a couple ways of hitting this. You can have it, if you have your Twilio account set up, it'll automate and send out the text message automatically. If you don't have that set up, you'll get a notification and it'll be a manual task for you to do. So you could grab your phone and you could text your contact and utilize the verbiage will be right there for you to grab and use.
I'm sorry. Is there a name for this campaign that we're creating, or like what lead?
I'm just calling it a Facebook lead smart plan.
Okay,
so any of the leads we get from, so it's kind of a trigger. They came in from the ad that we posted, and so this is just kind of a trigger from that.
Okay, so Facebook lead smart plan for a buyer.
Yes, or a seller. You know, it's just going to depend on what your ad focus was. It could go both ways. When we get through it and you see the verbiage and stuff, I would say right now you might want to mark it as a buyer.
Okay.
Because you'll probably want to take this verbiage, reword it a little bit if it's for a seller.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
So the very first step that we're going to do is we are going to send an SMS. So just click on that. You don't have to drag and drop this. And
I got a red bar at the top that said an internal error occurred when I clicked on it. Yeah.
Are you logged into Chrome?
Yes.
I did
Anyone
too.
else get that error?
I did too.
You did? Well, what the heck?
Can one of them maybe share their screen, Tanya, and maybe you could see if there's something that, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what I would see. Have you, and you guys just logged into Command today, just now?
Yeah.
Why don't you?
What if they tried logging in as incognito?
That's what I was just going to say. Try opening an incognito window. If you don't know how to do that, just come up here to your little 3 dots and new incognito window and click on that.
Hold on.
And you'll need to know your password and username.
Oh boy.
I know. Lacey?
Alex, you have access to our password sheet.
I'm in.
Janet, how about you?
Lacey, are you logged in as me too?
That might be the problem.
I am, and I just hit the same button and I got the same error.
So why don't you go into yours, Lacey, and Alex, you go into yours. Janet, are you and Cricket in at the same time?
I don't know if Cricket's here or not.
Are you in yours or are you in hers?
I only use hers.
You want to send her a quick message and see if she's logged in?
Okay.
Anyone else experiencing that issue, or is it just Lacey and Alex? Have you been able to get in now that one of you is out? And
Well, I clicked it, but now it says I gotta set up my Twilio account. I know we have Twilio.
you're okay. You don't have to do that.
I'm trying to start. Hold on, I just got into mine. Yeah, my Twilio account's not connected.
That's all right.
Yeah, no error this time when I clicked on send.
Yeah,
SMS.
Janet, Cricket might be in it.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, it popped up now. Now I did get an error. But it's weird because it looks like it's working still. Even
Well,
though it says that.
let's keep moving on, and then if there's an issue, this is going to be posted.
Yeah, I think I'm the same way. It seems like it gave me the error message, but it let me continue on. So I don't know.
Okay. Well, let's move on, shall we?
Okay.
Sounds good.
Okay. So the very first message here, I'm going to tell you the difference between static and dynamic. So static is going to be a one-off message. And for this particular smart plan, that's what we want to use. A dynamic is you would click on this and you see there's now 2 different text messages in the same box, in the same activity. So if this is a repeating smart plan, like they're just going to continue getting this over and over and over until you stop it and put them on a different smart plan. When it goes through each of the steps, so maybe you have a text message, then you have a phone call, then you have an email, and then you have it come back to a text message. So the next time it comes back to the text message, if you just have a static and you have one text message, they're going to get that same text message every single time. And then that would seem more like a computerized message, right? Not personal. So you could come in here and you can do up to 6 different text messages in here. So that this smart plan could repeat 6 times and they would get a different message every single time. Does that make sense to everybody? So for this one, we're going to do a static. And the very first text, we would want to put in something like, hi. And then if you click this little button over here, it's a merge field, you can grab their first name. You could grab their last name too, but you know, in a text, we don't do that, right? So I would do that. And I would say it's Tanya. Let me see if I think you can do, yep, you can do this. You can do, first you need to put it's. And then I can come in here and put my first name, so it'll grab my name. It's Tanya with KWPP, or you know what, your team, or whatever it is that you want to put in there. And I placed some homes for sale on Facebook, and you clicked on them. I'm, oops, sure You're not looking to make a move just yet. Oops, spell check, right? But I'd like to set up a search for you. Are you looking in Washington County or elsewhere?
Are we able to go back and edit these texts at a later date?
I believe so, yes. So maybe this one, you would set up one, you could set up one for different counties or different neighborhoods based on, you know, where your ad is or where you're wanting to gather clients from. So if you're focusing, most of your listings are in one general area, then you could focus that into a neighborhood. But having it open like that, you know, are you looking in Washington County or elsewhere? That's not going to get you a yes or no answer, right? And I know, Alex, you love that. We want something for them to have to respond to. So hopefully they come back and they're like, no, actually I'm looking in this county, or I'm looking in this neighborhood or this city, right? You can narrow that down and you could say, you know, are you looking in Beaverton or elsewhere, or however you want to do it. This is just kind of a suggestion.
So it's, Tanya, it's not necessarily intuitive enough to know based on what ad they clicked on where they were looking.
No, because we're making this, we're creating this, and it doesn't, and it's not based off of a particular ad, right? So if you want to make multiple for different neighborhoods or different cities, you could do that, and then you would change your name up here that maybe this is a Facebook lead, Facebook Washington County lead, right? So then I know when I do an ad for any homes in Washington County, I can throw them on this smart plan. And you can keep, I would suggest doing it that way so that you're not narrowing it down and having to make so many. Because then, you know, you could do a Washington County, a Clackamas County, Yamhill County, Multnomah County, and maybe even Marion County if you're down in that area, right? And then you only have a handful of smart plans based on the different Facebook ads for listings versus one for every single city that you're marketing in.
Do the Facebook ads come in and as identified by what ad they came in off of?
That's a whole nother thing. It did for a while, told you specifically, and you're supposed to still be able to go to the actual campaign and click on the leads in that ad, and it'll take you to the people that are leads from that ad. I only have one, and so I can't check that and see if it goes to all of them. For a while there, and it could be an update, a bug that changed it, but for a while there, it actually showed you exactly which ad it came from. So I would anticipate that flaw happened from a bug, and they're probably fixing it. I've pushed that out as a support thing.
Thank you.
I have a general question about these smart plans. If, you know, for Alex, if we're creating all of these in Alex's account, will our other agents see them available in theirs?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that? My daughter's bugging me.
If we create all these plans in Alex's command account, is like Peter and Ben and Nikki, are they going to be able to have access to them in theirs?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't have access to a team account for me to play in. So that would be something that we'd have to go ask someone that's actually on a team. So I can run that by Jay and see what he says.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah.
Lacey, you could test it today by, if Alex creates the smart plan, then if Nikki were to go in and see if she has access to it, maybe she could take a peek, or you even, or however that works.
Yeah, I just didn't know. I mean, I'm assuming it probably doesn't just show up by itself, but if it doesn't, if there's like something else I need to do to make it happen, then that's what I'm curious about, or if it's just not possible.
Why don't you try it and then check and see after we're done, and have Nikki or Ben go in and look and see if they can see the smart plans.
Yeah, I'll look at it. I just didn't know if there was like extra steps I needed to do to make it so they could, or if it's
Right now, I don't know if there. I haven't been taught any,
okay.
and I don't see any place where that would be a choice to do.
Okay.
Or if it's something we need to do in the Rainmaker account only. But I would think that everyone can do their own smart plans. But I know what you're wanting to have everybody use the same one. Okay, so are we ready to move on?
I don't have my Twilio account set up.
Yep, that's okay.
Does Scott Leroy do that, or?
Well, they can, but you can do it too. Twilio is a paid service, but what it does is it does the automated text messaging. It provides a cell phone or a cell phone number for you. Because Command is based out of Texas, it automatically gives you a Texas phone number. For $1 a month, you can get a local phone number. And then you'll be able to text message through Command to everybody. You'll get a notification that you have a text on your phone from Kelly. And then when you come in and hit your notifications up here in the top, it will take you to the contact that the text came through, and then you can actually text directly through Command, and so you'll have that the text message chain right there on the contact.
How do I get myself set up?
You have to go to you can do the connect in up here in your settings.
Okay.
Okay, so the next step that you want to do is you want to do a delay. So you'll click delay, and then you can set this for however many days that you want. I'm just going to leave it at 1 day. And then the next thing that I want to do is I want to send another text message. And then this one, I would say hi and click on their contact name again. I wanted to send you a revised list of homes for sale in Washington County for you to take a look at. Let me know how I can be of oops, I always want to capitalize everything, assistance, and if you'd like me to change the criteria for you. And then
Tanya,
yes.
on that specifically, at this point, so what's happened is someone clicked on a Facebook ad.
Mm-hmm.
They went and looked at it. That probably takes them to our looking at the house on the front end, the consumer side.
Mm-hmm.
They got an immediate text. Interesting. It doesn't look like we're able to pick when it goes out, like how quickly it goes out. It just says day 1.
It'll go out the minute you set them up on this.
Okay.
So if you get the lead in and say you get the lead in and you notice it comes in at, midnight, because everybody is on late night, right? Or
yeah.
Whenever it is. The text messages will, no matter when you start them on it, you can start them if you're up in the middle of the night or whenever, and you set them up on this plan. It's not going to start right then. It'll go out at 10 o'clock the next morning Central Time.
Okay.
And it goes 10 o'clock to 7 o'clock Central.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then, okay, so they got the buyer lead got that immediate text. Then there was a 1 day delay.
Mm-hmm.
And they're getting this next text. Now, the last sentence you said was, let me know if I can be of service and if you'd like to change it, like me to change the criteria for you.
Yep.
Have we set up a search for
We're
this?
going to.
Okay.
So what you can do then is you can go to your website. And you can do a search of homes. So let's see if this works. There you go, Washington County. So then what I could do, of course you could narrow it down, right? If you wanted to do it by a city instead, to focus more about the ad that you're doing.
Yeah.
So then you can just, this is a really long URL, so you could take it over to Bitly. You could copy it, go to Bitly. Oh, I should have logged in. Let's go back. I think I could just do it right here. Paste, let's shorten it and copy that link and then come back to command and paste it right there. So when they click on, oh, it didn't shorten. Hold on. Let's do this. Copy. And paste, and now there's a short link. So when they click on that link on their text, it's going to take them to this page, to the search. Of course, you're going to narrow it down a little bit, right? Because you're going to put them on a particular house that you have. So you could still say Washington County, or you could say, you know, Beaverton or Lake Oswego, but maybe you can narrow it down closer to what that property that you listed. And then you can have that go out to those people for that. And then what you're doing by having it broad like this is you're asking them if you'd like me to change the criteria. So you're getting that, you're giving them a very broad link and search of homes. And by asking them, would you like me to narrow it down? Then hopefully that's going to trigger them to respond to you and go, hey, yeah, I'm looking for this, right? I'm looking for a 4-bedroom house in this neighborhood or this city with so many bathrooms. We're trying to get them to respond. And that's the purpose of this smart plan.
So Tanya, I have a question on that. So when they click on the link that you just did, which takes them to your website, does command then, command doesn't have any way of knowing that that particular contact looked at your website?
Not unless they sign in. So if they go ahead and sign in, because it'll say log in up here if they haven't logged in, okay? So if it says log in and they log in so that they can save some of these, or they go to try to save it, it'll ask them to log in.
Okay, but we can't create a search. I mean, we can create a search for someone inside of command in their contact, right?
Yes. Yep.
Why wouldn't we use that search to in the link?
Yeah,
like,
when you do that, when you create that search for them, I don't want to go outside of this. I don't think that will actually provide a link for you to copy.
That's what I'm struggling with is.
And I'm not sure yet because I haven't. Maybe I should have done that as a lead. Already in. If they click on your Facebook ad and they get added to your command, there's a chance that it might create an account for them. So then if they come in and they do anything, you might see it, right? Because if I come in here and I do anything because I've created an account, every time I do something, it's going to show up on that contact inside my command. Okay. But I don't have any leads to be able to test that theory on if they come into my command from a Facebook ad on what I can see that they're doing.
Okay.
Because I don't know if I know it signs them up, but I don't know if they actually sign up for this page, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I've got to move this so that it is not, sorry about that. Okay. Okay, so then the next thing that you want to do after you do that text message is you want to set another delay. So we're going to set another delay, and then we're going to do another text message. Okay, and so this one is just going to be a quick and simple hi, grab their name, and I hope I'm, capitalize that, not being a pest. What are your thoughts, good or bad, on the list of homes I sent you? Now remember, these are just text messages that are going to continue until they respond. As soon as they respond to us, we're going to take them off of this smart plan and hopefully put them on another one that makes sense.
Just out of curiosity, it won't automatically stop once they respond, correct?
No. Well, especially if you're not connected to Twilio and you're just getting this as a task for you to do and you're doing it on your phone, then it's not, it has no idea what you're doing, right? But if you have it automated on Twilio, this is going to send out automatically for you. But no, as soon as they respond, it's up to you to go in and change it. And hopefully, I mean, if you're actually paying attention to your leads and your contacts and responses from them, the minute you talk to them, they respond to one of these, you're gonna go in and you're gonna talk to them and you're gonna say, hey, that's fantastic, and you're gonna want to stop this anyway, so that now you can, because obviously now they're a buyer that are interested and they're wanting to shop, and you're gonna totally change everything, and now it's gonna be a constant contact and in a whole nother way, right? So this is just a how do I get you to respond to me? Alex, what was that campaign in, or drip campaign in
21 Days of Pain.
Is it? Yeah, right. Yeah. Just trying to get them to respond.
Question, this is a stupid question, I realize, but how do we find what, because let me start over. Each command user has a front end website, correct?
Yes.
Okay. How do we see what that URL is?
That's a whole nother class.
Okay.
I did that one. You have to go into consumer. I'd show you, but if I go out of this, I'm gonna lose this. Yeah. So okay. You got to go into consumer, and then if you haven't set up your website yet, which I think you have, look at settings. It's up on, not in settings under your picture, but site settings. I forget what it's called. There's a little blue link inside of that, and then go to the URL and it'll tell you what it is. But I just did a class, and the video was posted, I think it was that Monday's class or last week's class. We hit multiple things. I start the class as one thing, and then people ask questions, and then we go off into about five things we covered yesterday in the class. So it might be in yesterday's class.
Alex W. Clark.
Okay, so did everybody get this one? Oh, I forgot to tell you. Let's scroll back up to the very top, the very first one we did. You need to hit that X to save it on each one. So you want to go down through and hit save on each of these that we've done. So remember to do that after you type it, each one. Before you go get another one, let's hit the checkbox to save it. So we're going to do another delay, and let's save that. And then we're going to do another text message. Okay, and this one, we're going to start it out. I don't like spam. I don't spam you with homes you don't like, and then their name, period. Just want to make sure you're being taken care of. Do you have any must-haves that, I wish it auto-corrected for me, I should know about? That one. And then save. Got it? And then we're going to do another delay and another text message. And we're going to save the delay. Oops. Well, now it's yelling at me. Oh, probably because I did this one. Okay. Then the next one is going to be, hi again. Oops. Why is it not letting me do that? Hi again, and their name. I'm not sure if you've selected who will have the honor of being your agent. Oh, maybe I had too much coffee today. Comma, but I saw an article on things you should, wow, look for in an agent, and I thought I would share, exclamation point, here is the link. Now, what you want to do is obviously have articles on a page on your website. I don't know if my blog has any, but if, let's say that I had a page here that had it, which I should probably create one of those. Let's pretend that this is my page that is all the things that you need about an agent, right? So then I would copy, I would take it to Bitly and shorten it, and then I would come back in here and paste that link. If it's on your own website, then I wouldn't shorten it. I would leave it the way it is because then it has your website address on there. Know that right here it shows that this is actually my KW address, even though I have a custom URL. That's the way that it shows up on my website, and I don't know how to change that. But it couldn't hurt that maybe maybe on your website that you have, you know, there's that About Us page, and mine's about KW, but maybe I have this page specifying about working with buyers and what are the different things that you're looking for, and have this page kind of point out to that, and then I could lead them to that on this text. So you might want to edit this a little bit differently based on where you're going to lead them to. And then let's hit save. And then we're going to go up and we're going to set a delay and another text message. And in the next text message, now we're going to talk to them about Keller Mortgage. So this one I would start out with their name. Oops. There you go. I wanted to let you know the homes you looked at may qualify for $1,000 back at closing and 0 lender fees. Exclamation point. Have you applied for a pre-approval or would you like more info on that, ? And then you can put your name and with KWPP. So now we're going to lead them into our other features that we have that is available for them. So they can respond to you, and then you can, of course, guide them to, I've created on my page a Keller Mortgage link. So if they respond to me, then I would share this link with them to apply on my Keller Mortgage. And when I created this page, this will actually guide them to Keller Mortgage. But what's going to happen is it's going to list me as their agent. And so the minute that they apply, I'm going to get a text message and an email from Keller Mortgage saying so-and-so has applied for a loan. It's really fantastic. And it keeps you updated throughout the entire process. Okay, so then the next thing we're going to do is another delay and then another text message. And I have 2 more to go, guys. And so this text message is, we're going to talk to them about schools. So I'm not sure if schools are important to you when you end up buying a home, and then their name. But here's some homes for sale in the, let's see what, give me a school district. Anybody?
Westland.
Lake Oswego. Okay.
Okay, let's go Westland. Is it the Westland School District? Is that what it's called?
Westland, Wilsonville.
Westland, Wilsonville.
Wilsonville, that's right. I should know that. Savannah was in that. Westland. Where my husband made me move all the way out to another country. Okay. And then we will do this, and then we'll of course go to our website. We will search for homes. Let's do West Lynn. When you grab a house in West Lynn and you go like, well, you could do, is all of West Lynn is in it, right? So then you can grab this URL because we just popped in West Lynn. We can go to bit.ly. We can change it. Paste, shorten. Ah, what was that one? This one, we'll just grab it. Copy, come here and then paste it. And now you have another one. We're gonna checkbox that. I'm gonna checkbox a couple of these because I don't know if I did or didn't. And then we're gonna go get another set delay and then another text message. Last one.
Tanya, is it safe to assume that anywhere in here you could also insert like an email if you wanted to do something different, or is this just
Absolutely.
This whole campaign is okay?
Nope, you can go back and forth. You can make it a phone call, you can make it a text message, you can make it an email, you can just bounce it around. What you're putting here in the text box, you could still have that in there, but you could make it the email verbiage that you're sending out instead, or
Okay.
the phone call message that you're going to say, hey, this is Alex. I'm not sure if schools are important to you when you end up buying a home, Joe, but here's some homes for, I have a list of homes for sale in the West Lynn area or in the West Lynn School District. Give me a call and I'll share that with you, or send me a text and I'll share it with you, right? So simple things like that. You just kind of mix it up a little bit.
Yeah, thank you. And one other question, if a person responds, like say they respond after the second text, do you then take that person off of this smart plan so that then it's not confused? Because like if you have a conversation
absolutely.
with them.
Yeah, no.
Okay, so then basically.
This is just getting them to respond to you so then that you can actually put them on something else that you want to do.
Okay, so once they respond, you move them to another smart plan or do whatever.
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so this last one is going to be, this neighborhood is really popular. And I thought you may want to take a look at what's going on in the area. Let me know. Forgot a T on that. If you have any questions, and then their name, and then a period, and then send them to, or go like that, and then send them to a different search, right? So maybe we're gonna go into Lake Oswego, or we're in West Lynn. We're in West Lynn already. Let's scroll in and grab a neighborhood instead, or draw an area that you want to just have them in that area. And now I'm going to take that. You guys knew you could draw, right? I'm going to go to Bitly and get rid of that. Oh, that didn't work. All right, hold on. And paste that in there. And then save it. Okay, so that would be, oh, we missed a delay. I thought I hit that. Set a delay. And then I'm going to move that up one. And now I have my delay on day 7, and day 8 is going to be the last the last text message. Now say that I still haven't got a response from them, and I want them to be on another, I still want to contact them, right? But I don't want to create any more off of this listing. Maybe at that time, you would want to put them on another type of smart plan. That would be like the 31 touch, Alex. So then you would add the smart plan at that time. So then you're going to end up getting a task on this contact that you need to put them on or it's going to add them to another smart plan. So why is it not? I'll give me a choice there, which one I want to do. Maybe that's all I do. Nope, no options. All right, it worked yesterday. It should be able to come up with a list of other smart plans you can add them. Is anyone else experiencing the same thing? Is it allowing you to choose a smart plan? Let's remove that. Oh wait, you know what? Let's do a delay. Checkbox that. And now let's do a smart plan. So they haven't responded to me, and now I want to put them on, and it's still not giving me that.
Do you have other smart plans already created?
Yeah, you have all the ones that are in the library if you've activated them.
Mine allowed me to add but I didn't try to use, okay, let me try the pull down arrow and see if it works. Let's see. Oh, mine just says no options.
Yeah, same here. It worked yesterday. Okay, so I'm going to delete that for now so that we can save this and move forward. But you want to do that. You want to be able to set them on that. So I need to find out why that's not working now. My list is getting long.
I think mine says because I don't have any other smart plans, it's not really giving me an error message. It's just like I don't have anything to choose from in my pull down.
I do. I have all of them available, so it should have given
Is
me
it,
one.
is there a limit on how many like boxes you can have?
Nope.
Okay.
Smart plans not working. I'll just hit that one with Laura since I have a call with her today at noon. Okay, so then after you're all done with that and you complete your smart plan, you want to come up to the very top and you want to save this. So now my smart plan has been saved. I can add people to this from here. So I can look for tags. And then I can grab people from that and I can add them to the smart plan. The other way to do it, so I mean, you could just hit select all. The easiest way to do it is tagging your people, of course, and knowing where they're at, where you could do one person at a time here. The other way that you can do it is we come out here to contacts, and now I'm going to filter, and I'm going to go leads only and look at my leads, and then I would hit the checkbox, do a bulk action, and add to a smart plan. And then I can come over here and I can find my smart plan right here. And as you can see on the bottom, there it is. There's my new one that I just added, and I could select that. Now you can, and if I select this box pops up. You can do 50 contacts at a time as long as you change that. Here, let me go to that real quick. If you have 50 leads in here, you would change this show to 50 contacts. It has been asked for them to bump that up, but it's the load rate and the refresh rate that the reason they've set it at 50 for now. But you would check this then, and you would have all 50. If you had 50 of them, you would do the bulk action, add them to a smart plan, choose your smart plan. You can put everybody on that at the same time. Now that's going to give you 50 tasks if you have all 50 to do in one day. And we all don't want to do that, right? That could be too many. You can choose the start date that you want to put all of them on, or you can come down here to the staggering and you can choose how many contacts a day out of those leads do you want to receive this text on starting tomorrow, right? So maybe I want to change this to 20. So that I'm only dealing, because there's only 3 of them. So I could choose 20 of those if I had 20 leads to go on that smart plan to start that day. And then it would take the next group and start them the next day. Does that make sense? So then, because it's creating tasks for you. And you can do this on any of the smart plans. So if you have phone calls to make, you can have them stagger it out and do it bulk like this is the best way, I think, to start them on it. And then you hit confirm, which I'm not going to do because I don't want to bomb these people with false text. Any questions? No? Crickets. I need that crickets. Austin, got to get crickets, a sound going in the background.
We wanted what?
We need a cricket sound. So when I ask a question,
I know, right?
If there's anything, the cricket sound blast. Okay. Okay, you guys. Well, if there's no questions, I am going to end the class because I have an ALC meeting at 11 o'clock.
Hi, Tanya.
Yes.
I have a question not related to smart plans.
Of course.
The Facebook ads that we do,
Yes.
I got the impression very distinctly that we could identify areas to follow that ad or have that ad follow. For instance, riverfront or certain segment of blocks. My team, I'm not allowed to, but they tell me that our choice is we can have a 5-mile radius around Portland, which is, 60% of all Portland. So what's the limitation on that?
When you're actually creating the ad on the search parameter.
I want to do an ad for the towers, all the towers in Portland. So I can identify they're all within a geographic location.
I believe at this time it is only by, let's do your Facebook ad.
What is
The ad targeting?
Yes.
Yeah. So when you come to this, you can do a location and radius. Then you could change the interest if you want to, which will also confine it. So if you have waterfront, let's see if that works. That does not work.
Put in condominiums.
I'm sorry, what?
Condominiums?
Condominiums.
Oh, CDO, condo.
Sorry, I had too much coffee. Condominiums.
So Tanya, what you're doing is searching for interests inside of Facebook, correct?
Yeah, I can't spell condos.
How
There.
many, Dad, I mean, how many people do you know like condominiums inside of Facebook?
Well, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out. It sounded very exciting to me that we could identify demographics or geographic locations, but if the,
There you go.
okay.
Yeah, it's there as an option. So what you would do, so what you're targeting is you're targeting an area, a city, right?
Portland,
So
all right.
I'm going to go to Portland and I'm going to go 20-mile radius. I mean, it's going to depend, right? If your listing that you're posting is in West Lynn, you're going to want to target people in West Lynn. If you're attracting listings, then you might want to switch that, right? But then I'm going to narrow down that field here. We always suggest that you want to put in people that are looking on Zillow. And the whole point of this is to target.
Is it people that are looking on Zillow or people that have liked Zillow inside of Facebook?
Looking. So what happens, just like when you're looking at stuff. So right now I'm remodeling, so I'm looking for rugs, right? Because I want new rugs in my house.
Yeah.
So I'm searching online on Google for rugs, or I've even gone to just my Kohl's app. And now all of a sudden, when I go onto Facebook, all I see is all these other companies of rugs, right? So that's what it is. So someone goes on Zillow and they're looking, whether it's the Zillow app or the Zillow on Google, and they're looking at homes or condos or whatever it is. When they go to Facebook, they're going to see your ad. Because,
but isn't that retargeting?
Yeah.
So to Portland, can you put an address in there?
Do an actual address? Let's see. I bet you can. No address.
So what's the smallest radius?
I'm the smallest radius.
Mm-hmm.
1.
Okay.
Nope. 15.
How far across is Portland from one side to the other? 7 miles? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, well, you got another meeting.
I do.
Hey, Tanya, I have a question. Could Peter get like a database from his title company that had all the addresses for all the towers, and then import that into Command and then tag it?
Your database, and then choose your audience. You would, either create an audience or do a tag.
Yeah, do a tag, like create a farm tag that says.
You would have to have them in your contacts.
So you'd have to get the list from escrow, and then but you wouldn't have the emails and the.
Nope, you wouldn't.
Yeah, never mind. Sorry, Peter.
I appreciate the effort. Thank you.
Okay, you guys. Any other questions before I have to leave you?
Is that Fast Times at Ridgemont High behind you?
Yes, it is. So if I forgot to say, if anyone would like to order me a pizza, I'd be more than happy. You know, I'm teaching a class, so I might as well put a classroom behind me, right? Okay. Austin will post this video later today on our Facebook group, and he's also going to share a post about our YouTube page. There are multiple Keller Williams Realty Portland Premier YouTube pages, and we can't delete any of them because we don't know the logins. So he's going to provide that link. If you guys want to go in and subscribe, we'd love it, so that there it'd be easier for you to go and find all of our Zoom meetings, our classes, and everything else that we have. All right, I gotta go.
Thank you,
Bye,
Tanya.
everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming on.